What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? It's your baby J Jack in the building. You know what it is, Thor Magazine. And we here for another week. We got a special guest in the building, Amere Fresh. You know what I mean? We're gonna get into some more information about him. See, you got a media run going on now, so we've been on a couple of podcasts that I rock with. So salute to those guys. I seen them on the Bean, seen them on More Than a Coach podcast. Them all my guys right there. So salute to you. And we're gonna go ahead get a little more info on Amir Fresh and let you know how he rocking. Amir Fresh, let him know a little bit about you.
What's going on? My name is Amere Fresh. Um, I go by Amere Fresh. Producer, artist, engineer, owner, entrepreneur, just a little bit of everything. Shout out to my Passport Republic team. That's gonna be Danny Dan, Cha Cha, Rico Rufino, Daryl Austin. My manager, Big Trip. So just shout out the whole squad.
No doubt, no doubt. Shout out to Passport Republic. Shout out to Daryl Austin. You can catch our interview we had a little while ago. You can go to thoughtmagazine.com and catch that. You know what I mean? Always supporting. Appreciate you, my brother. Um, Also, Rico Rufino. He used to be on Let's Rap or Thought Magazine, so he's still doing his thing with the Bean. Shout out to the fellas, Demetrius Scott, all y'all. You know what I mean? Salute. So we're gonna get into this interview. We're gonna find out more about it, more about you. But first off, about the podcast. You know what I mean? You doing more podcasts? Did you do podcasts before, or saying you getting more into it?
I kind of lost your question. You kind of froze up a little bit. Can you ask me again, please?
Yeah. With the podcast, it's something that you've been doing, or you getting more into it? Going on podcasts.
How long have I been going on podcasts?
Yeah. Is it something that you're getting into, or did you do it? Was you doing podcasts before?
Yeah, well, I've been, doing podcasts more or less as long as podcasts have been out. I love to hop on podcasts, make sure that I give good content, good satire, talk about the important things, the things that matter, you know.
Okay, no doubt, no doubt. So with that, we're gonna get a little bit more info about you. A little tongue tied right now. I don't know. I gotta drink this juice. You know what I mean? For sure. So we're gonna get into before the music. You know what I mean? Like before you got into music, what kind of tipped you into music? Was it something like when you was little? You know what I'm saying? Was you just playing sports and stuff like that as a kid, and then something tipped you into music?
Well, yeah, I did everything. I played sports, but what really tipped me into music was growing up around my uncle Joe, playing like the old records. He had like the tapes, the cassettes, and he had like all the old soul records, you know what I'm saying? 80s, 90s, 70s, R&B and stuff like that. So I got into the sound of just hearing those, those songs as a kid and going, oh, I like this sound. Maybe I could jump into music. So that's kind of where it started, you know what I'm saying? And then I just started listening, sneaking and listening to certain rappers and, just kind of it became my passion in a sense.
Yeah. Now, what age can you recall? Like I remember when I was 8 years old. That's when I kind of, what I'm saying, Double Dutch Bus and LL and all of them. Like, what age did it? You know, what I'm saying, what age did you first like catch on the like something a video or something that made you say you can do it?
I would have been about I'd have been about 5 or 6, but it was when I maybe even a little bit older. When I heard Life and Times, Jay-Z's album at that time, um, just like some Tribe Called Quest videos. I'm a big Q-Tip fan. Anybody that knows me knows that. Big Q-Tip fan. So, listening to that and then, what I'm saying, about, what I'm saying, when M dropped, I started, what I'm saying, I got that album and that kind of was like, okay, I'm ready to go.
Yeah. You mentioned Q-Tip. I know you had a song on there. I always, when I see it, I kind of think of it when it's Vibrant thing. You got a song called Vibrant. You know what I mean? You
Yep.
see a little influence in
Yeah.
there?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
flipped that a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. I catch stuff like that. That was dope too. You know what I mean? I kind of peeped that. But I also hear a little look Kanye in the way you formulate your rhymes too. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else in there that you kind of, you know what I'm saying? You kind of, look at the game and you can't help but soak in some.
Yeah, Ye would definitely be one of them. You know what I'm saying? Definitely one of my top producers. Pharrell, Pac is definitely a big influence of mine too. You know what I'm saying? As well as Pac. You know what I'm saying? Big. Like I said, the greats, man. Hove.
Yeah, yeah. So with that, do you kind of lean more to your influence being, um, I hate to say old school because a lot of times it's just classic music that lasts forever. You know what I mean? Do you lean more to what's going on, like the music, like paying attention a lot to your rhymes, or do you kind of see more of the new school in you?
It's a hybrid blend for me for real. Cause my music sounds up to date. It's not dated, but I definitely use the influence of the older artists as far as like putting rhymes and words and stuff together to kind of
Mhm.
pair with a new sound. You know what I'm saying? Like the sound of the day. I kind of fuse it together because you gotta always be trendy. You know what I'm saying? You can't
Yeah,
never get into a point to where you're not. You know what I'm saying? Following you know what I'm saying, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep up with the culture. That's what to keep you in the game as an artist for years and years and years. You know what I'm saying? Is staying to, you know what I'm saying, what's current, you know what I'm saying, and being up to date
yeah,
with it. The artists that really fall off is the artists that lose touch with what era they in.
yeah. I agree with you on that. You know what I mean? I agree with you. You always you kind of look at it. You don't get caught up in the trends, but you keep rocking. You know what's going on, and a lot of the trends right now with music. I've been in the music for 30, 40 years. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when you look at the music now, do you notice anything like specific with the music? Like me myself, a lot of times I notice that music just don't get caught by just being music. A lot of artists got to catch on by being on social media, gaining a fan base through how they type or the actions that they in. I don't want to say be bullshit actions or something, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of them be some actions, sometimes murder and all this other stuff catches the game listeners. Do you see or do you kind of feel that kind of vibe, or is it something that you notice in the music that makes it more than just having to do music?
Um, the murder rap, I guess, is what's trendy. Um, I think I think it's been used more now to sensationalize. You know what I'm saying? I love what Charleston White said. It's just to sensationalize a nigga that ain't got too much talent. I mean, it just is what it is. Because if you take that away, if you take the controversy of who he rapped about that got murdered or got, you know what I'm saying, got turned into a pack, you take the sensational, that away from it. A lot of
Yeah.
them only have that one murder rap, and then that's really it. The rest of their shit ain't really like that, and that's no disrespect to nobody, but it's just true. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, they lose. A lot of them will lose their fan base. I think it was like what you're saying. A lot of them will lose people that really would they thought was interested in their music. They was really interested in the drama.
Yeah, it's now you selling the drama, and in order to keep your fan base, you got to stay in the drama, and typically that don't end well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. It's kind of rough on that. Coming from the streets of Saginaw, I've seen a lot. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
you was born in Saginaw.
yeah. I grew up in Saginaw.
Grew up in
I moved
Saginaw.
as a teen, but yeah, I grew up in Saginaw.
Okay, okay. And what when you left? What when you left? Like teen, early or late or?
Yeah, I went to Houghton, Heveridge, Central, North. Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
I think Central was my last stop in the seventh grade.
Okay, you went to Holden. That's my spot too. You know what I mean? I'm off the block of Seventh and
Yeah.
Tuscola.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. J Jack off. You couldn't say you had to say J Jack to be. If you said Seventh and Tuscola, you had to say J Jack too. Yeah. What was your experience like at them schools? Like Holden, because what them schools. Most of them that you mentioned is history now. They not there anymore. What can you call out of those schools
Right.
when you were there?
Shit, me being bad as hell. Like that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the main reasons that I ended up, moving away from there. Just getting into too much shit.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's definitely what I remember. You know what I'm saying? I remember
yeah.
Central being training camp, nigga. You had to, what I'm saying? You had to be about that.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I went to Eddie. I went to Houghton, Eddie, Central.
Okay.
Then I went to the high. You know what I mean? So yeah, I went to all of those too, and all of them gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of
Crazy.
you still yeah, real crazy, real crazy. You still stay up on all the Saginaw happenings like
Yeah, of
you
course.
know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My
Yeah, yeah,
my
yeah,
sound
yeah,
like
yeah. I keep up with the culture. I
mm,
still got mad family there, lots and lots of family. My sisters there, nieces, nephews, cousins. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, yeah,
and I'm up there periodically. So yeah, mama's still there, grandma's still there. So I'm deep rooted. I'm sagging on for real.
yeah. No doubt, no doubt. I say the same. I left about 9, 10 years ago. I'm in Arkansas, so
Okay,
But yeah, my our fam's still there. A lot of family there. I go every 2 times, 2, 3 times a year. Try to go as much as I can. A lot of times, sometimes I have to watch and see what's going on first.
right.
Yeah. So you're in Virginia now. That's where your base at now, right?
Yep, yep.
Yeah. Shout out to Virginia. We done interviewed a couple of people from Virginia. You know what I mean? Gifted
Okay,
hands. Yeah, gifted hands. My guy DJ. I gonna give me name right now. DJ Sleep Easy. He in the next
okay. Yeah,
issue.
yeah. Sleep easy, the homie. Sleep easy, the homie.
Oh, for real?
I don't
Yeah.
know gifted hands personally, but very talented MC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He good dude. Yeah. Communicate with him. When he was first blowing up, I was help promoting the posting and sharing it. So he showed love. You know what I mean? Did an article on him and everything. It's on thawmagazine.com. You know what I mean? The next issue coming out, DJ Sleep Ease will be in that issue. Shout out to Rap A Lot Midwest. You know what I mean?
Uh huh.
Kicked it with him in Houston, Texas, for a live music fest. Shout out to their whole camp. Oh man, it's a lot of them too. So salute to
Yeah, yeah,
Virginia.
yeah. They get.
Yeah, salute to Virginia. Well, so with Virginia, what is your takeaway or how you feel about the music scene in Virginia?
Virginia has always had a solid, what I'm saying, music scene. I think it has a bigger music scene than people that's not from here realize. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of artists that come from Virginia. You know what I'm saying? I call this home too. I grew up here half my life. So I call this
Mm-hmm.
home too. And there's a big music scene. There's a lot of artists from here. You know what I'm saying? So it's just now what I will say is it's harder to tap in out here, you know what I'm saying, because of just like the reputation of Virginia, you know what I'm saying, in the music scene, because we used to rob all the rappers, you know what I'm saying? Like this used to be a spot that nobody would want to come to because everybody come in and get robbed. Or, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you had to be solidified, you know what I'm saying, and well respected to even come through it. There was a lot of artists that wouldn't even do shows here at one point in time. It's definitely
Mm-hmm.
not like that, like how it used to be, but that was kind of like one of the reputations, you know what I'm saying? It was out here, just those bigger
Yeah.
artists coming out here and getting robbed. Like so,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that kind of stopped us a little bit. And then, it's the same thing everywhere. Don't nobody want to work together. And so, you got cliques that's everywhere. I think that's in every city. It just
Yeah.
varies,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It just varies. But yeah, I think that's the music scene in a nutshell.
Okay. Yeah. Do you connect with a lot of artists in Virginia, or kind of do your own thing, like trying to saying do your own thing, or are you heavy into that scene?
Yeah, I connect with artists. I've collabed with artists. I've worked with artists. I've worked with different artists from Virginia on different levels.
Hmm.
Some known, some unknown. It just depends.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you. Yeah. Shout out Miss Chelina S. Robert. She got Passport Republic, Music, West Coast, Amere Fresh. West Coast. Y'all touching the West Coast too? I see that
Yeah,
tagged in there.
yeah, yeah. We touched the West Coast heavy. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the Passport Republic partners right there. She from the West Coast. She from Cali. So yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, shout out to Cali too. You know what I mean? I interviewed a couple people in Cali too. You know what I mean? Shout out to SKG. She got a platinum record with Tupac. I think he had just passed though, but yeah, I gotta you check that on thawmagazine.com too. So quite a few people in Cali too, man. It's much love out that way. Uh,
Oh yeah, I get love.
every,
I get love in Cali. Like my sound really rock out in Cali. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
shout out to my California fans. You know what I'm saying? And my California people.
no doubt, no doubt. So, like 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 performance wise, what can people that want to rock with you that maybe not have seen you before? What do they expect when you perform? What can they expect?
Oh, I'm high energy. I'm always high energy. I'm always moving around, running around, climbing on something if I can. I'm high energy. I never do low energy shows, and that's just always been a part of my stage presence was to just, really pull the crowd. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of those artists that people in the back gonna hear me and start turning around and looking like, yo, who that?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
that's kind of what I do, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to a performance level is, making sure that, I'm saying, I give a good show and it's high energy.
yeah. That's dope too. So y'all hear straight from Amere Fresh. You know, check him out when he performing. Anytime you see him performing, go check him out. Uh so I was also on your YouTube channel, and I see you got a lot of beats. I was looking for some music videos. You got a couple in there, you know what I mean? But you got quite a few beats in there too. But I seen one you had like 121,000 on it about
Hmm.
3 years ago. You know what I mean? Looked like they was really rocking with it. You know what I mean? But I also seen like I noticed the beats. You know what I mean? That's one of your aspects of pushing beats, making beats. And I know you do your own beats for your own music.
Yeah, I do a lot of my production. I do a lot of my own engineering, mixing and mastering. Um and I started doing my own beats because, like I explained on the Bing, I started when you couldn't go on YouTube and pull no beats. Or,
Yeah.
what I'm saying, it wasn't like, so I had to learn how to make my own beats if I wanted to have beats. That's kind of literally how I got
Mm-hmm.
into doing my own production was, what I'm saying, there wasn't no website where you could just go on YouTube and just find a beat and rap on it, or, I'm
Yeah.
saying, I would have did that. But, what I'm saying, I'm glad I learned the skill because, what I'm saying, I produce for other people. What I'm saying, I've worked with other producers and people. So, what I'm saying, it's just something else to add to the resume.
Yeah, yeah, that's dope. You know what I mean? And that's all facts too, because I come from the '90s of rapping when it costs like $400 for a 30-second video. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Now you can shoot it on your phone, a whole music video, and you really ain't even got to pay nothing but for the app, I guess, in the iPhone.
yeah,
So it's a
yeah,
way different game. So how was it? The was it seamless transition to the technology now?
yeah. I always kept up with technology, new updates, new plugins, whatever's going on. Like I said, man, I'm very trendy when it comes to music, man. I make sure I follow, what I'm saying, what's going on currently. Because like I said, if you don't, you'll get lost.
Yeah, yeah, that's true indeed. So what's some of you ain't gotta give it all away, you know what I mean? But what's some of the ways that you promote yourself in the on the social media or just the technology wise? Maybe if
Just digital marketing, man. That's been my biggest thing. Google ads, Spotify ads, um, different marketing firms, marketing companies. That's one thing I preach to any artist, man. If you want to get some traction, especially the way that we're trying to do it, we're trying to just really stay independent. You know what I'm saying? You gotta focus on your marketing and getting people, what I'm saying, sold into your brand.
yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So we're gonna get into, everything usually has a cause and a reaction. You know what I mean? It's certain things that happen that create something else. So what can be something that you can say got you to create your own label?
Um, just doing bad deals with other labels,
Mm,
being signed, signed to different major labels and indie majors, and just not
yeah,
getting my fair shot, or getting shelved or something like that. So, I just kind of, after I came off a bad run of being, under a deal to where I had to change my rap name, and I lost my first album and all that kind of stuff because they pretty much own all the rights and the copyrights to it.
Yeah,
That kind of sent me into, doing my own label, and saying, going, all right, I'll put my own money up and do it.
yeah, yeah. I feel you. So bad deals is kind of what and a lot of times, I don't know. You probably agree. A lot of times, the bad helps create something good. Sometimes you got to go through the bad to get to something good.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah, I agree.
what's something that a artist would look at that they would figure that'd be good for the Passport Republic compared to something a label that might mess you over.
Well, right now it's just me and Daryl Austin. So we really focused on ourselves right now. We did the signing artist thing, and I tell you this, we always gave artists like probably some of the fairest deals in music. You know what I'm saying? When we were signing artists, you talking them like anywhere from 15 to 20% our way, and 80, 85 the artist, just depends. Also with us putting up the budget, obviously they working with me as far as studios, so they're not paying for studio videos, flights, hotels, whatever we had to do. You know what I'm saying? And then we
Uh,
started signing artists that ain't want to do no work. So we was like, all right, now we just wasted money at this point. So
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, we turned around and focused on us, and it's the same thing. Once we get back into that, of signing artists, you know what I'm saying, just giving them fair deals. After a certain amount of time, because it's just politics behind owning masters, but at a certain amount of time we give artists their masters back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all types of
Uh,
things that we were doing that was going against the norm of the industry. You know what I'm saying? As far as signing, and it wasn't about the money as much as it was about just helping people.
yeah, yeah. No doubt, no doubt. I'm gonna get back into that question. We're gonna go back to the comments. Shalina S. Roberts said, "Facts, thank you, salute to you. Keep doing what you're doing. Much love, Rico Rufino, my fella.
What's up,
Salute to
boy?
you, bro. You already know what it is. You know what I mean? You know, already know what it is. My God, man, keep me on my toes too. I love to see the young cats doing their thing, man. Yeah. So with that question right that we ended off with, do you see it as a fine line between being an artist and a owner, and the fact that a lot of times an artist might feel that they just supposed to record and just that's it, and then a label they might say why you taking this and that, not even looking into the fact that they paying for, like you said, hotels and traveling and for other artists, studio time. They putting all this money in. Do you see it as a fine line of trying to navigate the two?
I think because I got early in my career head first into it, I found a way to kind of make it work. And then, having a team helps a lot. A lot of things get delegated just around the team, not just, oh, I put stuff over here and, what I'm saying, I don't do any work. Everybody has a job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody has something specific that they do, even me. So that helps a lot of things, circumvent itself, and it becomes easy. That's why I always recommend, hey, if you're gonna do it yourself, you can't do it by yourself. You need to put together a team, whether it be your cousins, your
Uh,
girl, like just people that you can trust, that want to see you win. Put together a team. Don't worry so much about having a manager or anything like that up front, because that'll come. Be your own manager. That's the best way to do your career. I've done that majority of my career, is be my own manager. And when I started doing that, I seen more success, because then I was more
uh,
hands on what was going on, learning the contracts, learning the splits, learning everything, reading books on the industry, reading books on the splits. You know what I'm saying? Learning it, and it's hard to get me. I put it like this: if a label was to get me right now and get me, that'd be completely my fault. I was lacking, because I know everything that I need to know to walk into any office and not only negotiate for me, but negotiate for somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
uh,
So I spent a lot of time, polishing up those skills. Even taking A&R jobs, taking jobs, what I'm saying, marketing jobs, working for certain companies, certain labels, freelance stuff. So I made sure that I learned it. You know what I'm saying? To really be
uh,
able to do it, because that's what these labels want. They want artists that's gullible. You know what I'm saying? They,
yeah,
they want artists they can take advantage of. Don't think they don't.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. I agree. Yeah, Rico said I'm clipping that J Jack. Yo, I do what you do, bro. I'm rocking with you. whatever, it's whatever. I'll tell you, hit me up if you need me.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, I agree with you all on all of that. You know what I mean? I tell the artists too, keep doing your own thing as far as that, like management, do everything you can by yourself first. And when you start getting too busy, then you start pulling in. You know what I mean? You don't really want manager, and you ain't getting but 100 listeners maybe at the most. You know
Right.
what I mean? You ain't getting locked into no shows or nothing. You think the manager gonna lock in all the shows for you? You better get ready to pay him good for what he doing
Yeah.
early.
Yeah.
hmm Yeah. So like with the game right now, what do you see yourself like? Is it any other avenues you're trying to go into too, besides the music business? Like, do you want to take it into other things too, other avenues? Cause I know most times with a like myself, that's how I became in the magazines is from when I stopped being an artist.
Right.
Also got into writing books because when we do music, you're usually writing something visual. So, is there anything else you plan on or want to venture off into?
Well, we got our hands in a lot of different things. Trucking being one of them. We got our hands in. We got our hands in clothing line. You know what I'm saying? Different clothing lines. It's about three different clothing brands that's under what we're doing. So we got Thug, we got Game of Chess clothing, we got That's Fly clothing. We got Vodka under us. You know what I'm saying? Not we don't own it, but we're the number one brand ambassador for Cornerstone Vodka, which is owned by our partner Cha Cha. She was just in the comments. You know what I'm saying? She's one of the owners. So, we're tied into the spirits real heavy. And at some point, after we get, done expanding that relationship, we're gonna get our own bottles and our own flavors and stuff like that of what we only drink right now. We only drink Cornerstone Vodka, a taste to build upon. Got a plug.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna see in my videos. Ain't gonna be no Patron. Ain't gonna be nothing popped in the video, but Cornerstone Vodka. So be on the lookout for that. You know what I'm saying? Coming to a store near y'all. Um, doing some acting, doing a lot of getting really into acting. Working on getting my own equipment to shoot my own movies and series and stuff like that. So we own our own studio and office. We have for the past like going on 4 years now. So yeah, we got a lot of different things that we already have our hands in outside of music.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. That's all. All I tell them, that's something good when you create that umbrella. You know what I mean? Usually when you
Hmm.
got an LLC, LLC ain't for one thing; it's for an umbrella. So,
Yep.
man, keep doing your thing. All of y'all, Passport Republic, keep doing y'all thing. Shout out DA, I see you. He say we are PR. He also
Yes,
say
sir.
good evening, fellas. No doubt. Salute to you, brother. Shout out to Ghost. OG from way back off the blocks. Shout out to Kid Triplet. He say Cornerstone Vodka. You
Yes,
know what I
sir.
mean? Yes, sir. Salute to you. So Passport Republic. We appreciate everybody dropping comments in there. All the likes and loves. I see at least 5 likes and loves. If you're rocking with us on Twitter, we be on. I'm gonna post it on Instagram later. Facebook. If you like watching on my Thor Magazine page, the Hype, or my J Jack page, or the Thor Magazine Awards page, we appreciate y'all wherever you rocking from. Don't be shy. Come on and kick it with us. We see Chelina. Chelina say, I hope I'm not saying your name right. If I'm saying it wrong, just tell me. Say, hey, motherfucker. All right. I'm watching my mouth. It's a kid. We keeping it PG. But just tell me, say, hey, dog, that ain't the way you see it. Just let me know. But she say, much love, thank you. Salute to you. Keep doing your thing. Anybody that's being a creative, we appreciate anybody contributing to the culture because we got to keep the culture rocking, keep it fresh, keep it new, keep it rolling. You know what I mean? Even when
Mhm.
I'm gone, there's gonna be somebody else coming in. So, keep it rolling. Yeah. Anything you want to say to the people that's watching? You know what I mean? We in the middle of the show right now. Anything you want to say to anybody that's just kicking it in, maybe didn't catch everything from the beginning? You want to just let them know something?
Well, yeah, I just want to tell everybody, man, everybody that's tuned in, I definitely appreciate y'all. If you don't know who I am, get to know who I am. Show me love, show me support. I always show love and support back. So, just tap in with me. Hope the ones that have been here are enjoying the interview. And you know what I'm saying? We keep y'all entertained tonight. That's really it.
No doubt, no doubt. Oh yeah, I see it. Cha cha. I got you. Cha cha. That's what's up. Oh my bad. I got you. Cha cha. Hey, I like the support. You know what I mean? That's the main thing. That's why I'm always I gotta read the comments. I don't know about everybody else that do podcasts, but that's part of my show. I gotta read the comments. I'm interact with everybody that's in there. So I appreciate you commenting. And man, salute to you. Salute to everybody that's commenting. Anybody that wanna comment, come on. Don't be scared. Show some love. Some people don't they're gonna watch it later. However you watch it, we appreciate you. But doing it live, if you can talk or make some comments, show some love. Just say we rocking with PR, rocking with Thought, however you do it, man. And whatever you do, we appreciate it. Coach Kev, I see you, brother. He say, "What up, fellas?
What up,
Salute
coach?
to you."
What's going on
No
with
doubt. Y'all check out More Than a Coach podcast, Mr. and Mrs. Marshall podcast. You know what I mean? Everything he got going on, and he coaching. So, shout out to you. He busy man. Go say engagement is beautiful. No doubt, bro. You know how you know how we do.
you?
Hey, whether we in your face or on video, we keep it rocking. I come to a whole different city. My kids say, "Dang, everybody know you." I don't really know them. I mean, hey, how you doing? We look eye to eye. How you going? You know what I mean? They be like, you know everybody. No, I don't know everybody, but you got to be able to talk. So now we gonna get back into the interview. We got one more. Let me see. Y'all keep it coming. I'm just gonna get back. We're gonna get back into some more questions too. But I'm gonna read the next two. Coach Kev said, "Yes, sir. Always show love for the listeners." Oh, no doubt, Coach. You already know. Mad love to you, brother. Coach Kev said, "Mad love to Passport Republic and Thought Magazine." No doubt.
Yeah,
Thought
appreciate you, coach.
Magazine.
Thank you.
Yeah, salute to you, Coach. Y'all check him out. You know what I mean? Coach dropping them left and right too. I can't even keep up with you, bro.
Nah, coach over there doing his thing, man. I did his podcast, man. Had a really good conversation, man. Really good time on that podcast. Look forward to
Yeah,
doing it
yeah.
again in the future. Most definitely.
No doubt, no doubt. That's what's up. And I like his interviews. I like quite a few of my guys. Yacht Life, you know what I mean? Rico the
Yep.
Bean, you know what I mean? They don't just ask just generic questions or something. They keep it authentic and they gonna try to dig in there. So,
Right.
uh yeah, I consider myself, well, some people would consider myself one of the godfathers of Saginaw media. So I've been doing it for over 20 some years. So hey, I appreciate everybody in the media right now because at one time we didn't have that many. We really didn't
Yeah.
have much of none.
Yeah.
Yeah, so salute to all the brothers and sisters that's keeping it rocking. You know what I mean? Got a shout out. He said, thanks, y'all. No doubt, Coach
Yeah. No
Kev.
doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, got a shout out to Thought Magazine team. Y'all catch Win Life Talk tomorrow with Crystal and Joe McMillan. We also got Sports Talk Texas. You also got Let's Rap. They'll be back soon. Shout out to Kat. Shout out to Al. Shout out to Rico. I think Rico, he went to focus more on the bean. You know what I mean? But shout out to everybody that's doing their thing. Jeff Bulls. It's a lot of Thought Magazine rappers. So we appreciate everybody and everybody that's rocking with us. So let me see. No doubt. You already know, bro. Take it back. Back to the back. They know. The Hype magazine was my first magazine.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, so with that, bro, we're gonna get back. Hey, but first off, we do appreciate every comment. Man, that's love. You know what I mean? So I'm quite sure Amir feel the same way as I feel. Any interaction is a great interaction. Appreciate y'all. So Amir, so tell us a little bit more about the music you got coming out. I know you just dropped Paid the Cost in 2023, right? That was 23,
Mm-hmm.
14 tracks, right?
Yep.
All right. You done did some features, you and DA. Also, if you could touch on what you got coming next, or if you can, also I'd like to know about what the Heroes was.
Okay. Um. Well, what I'm working on right now is Murderous. It's gonna be another project. You'll get some singles coming real soon. Get some singles coming real soon. Some videos. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a very, very, very strong project. The Heroes is me and my best friend. We grew up together. That's me and Johnny Storm. The Heroes album was just phenomenal. I don't know if you got a chance to check that out. If y'all haven't heard the Heroes album, go listen to the Heroes album. It's a classic, you know what I'm saying, through and through. And you know that's what the Heroes is. You know, that's when
Okay.
we link up like Voltron, you know what I'm saying? It's two talented MCs rapping at a high level for 45 to 55 minutes. So
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, I had peeped that out. Also peeped that you love the battle rap. I come from the battle rap era too. You know what I mean? When you just might go to a party and all of a sudden the battle come out. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Do you kind of? I don't know if it's still the same. Do you still feel like that's the same? That it can happen at any point in time, or do you feel like on the street level, battle rapping is not like it used to be?
I feel like right now, battle rapping, you got to kind of jump in that arena. I don't see these young boys battle rapping like that. I think they more into making the songs, you know what I'm saying, and doing they thing. So I feel like if you battle rap, you kind of go into that arena. That's something that you know that you doing, and you know I've done it that way. But I did come from the era, like you said, you be at the house party, hey, you know what I'm saying, somebody just start freestyling, and then you jump in, you know what I'm saying, and
Yeah,
and you gotta hold your weight, you know what I'm saying, sink or swim at that moment. So yeah, I
yeah.
come from that era that era too.
Yeah, no doubt. That's where you really had to hone your skills because you couldn't jump in there if you knew you ain't have it.
Right.
So you had to have your skills right. Uh, so with that, being a battle rapper, which I know the mentality of it, you know what I mean, coming from that whole mind state, what do you find better as far as that? You know what I mean? 'Cause I know right now a lot of people are they kind of write the lyrics on their phone. Some people say they just freestyle lyrics, or what do you feel is better? Freestyling off the top or writing your music down?
Well, I've actually done both. Like any hook you ever hear from me, I never write them. I feel like if I can't remember the hook, it's not good enough for it to be a hook. So I don't ever write a hook. Any hook you've ever heard me do on any song, I never write it down. Now verses, I have freestyle verses, I have wrote verses. It just depends on how I feel. Sometimes you get that writer's block, and it's just like, all right, I just turn the beat on and just vibe out, and then what comes out comes out. And if I got to go back and repen and perfect it, I'm not. A lot of people, especially younger artists, look at it like it's a shame to say that you write. I'm not ashamed to say that I write. That's where you
Exactly.
gonna get my best work. That's that, and guess what? Don't want to battle me and I sit there and write. It's a rap.
Yeah. What now? When you said that too, like, what do you feel that came from? Being like they kind of look down on writing.
I feel like it came from a lot of artists who I know just from behind the scenes actually write, coming out saying that they don't write. To
Mhm.
sound like, oh, I just go in the studio. And I think it was satire. And you know what I'm saying? It came from that whole kind of wave of artists going, oh, he don't write, he just go in and freestyle. And it's like it's almost impossible to go in and freestyle and stay on topic and write a whole like so what these artists call freestyling, right? I don't consider
Yeah,
that freestyling. So what they'll do is they'll say a line, stop,
punch
think about
in.
another line, and then say the line, and then think about another line and say the line. It's just constant punching. Well, that's not
Punch in, yeah.
freestyling. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Freestyling is, hey, from start to finish, you turn the beat on, and I just rap it till it's over.
And it might be 10 minutes, 20 minutes. You might have to stop
Right.
me.
Right.
Yeah,
Like, but if you
yeah.
punching line for line, you just doing line for line. I do that a lot, you know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm
Mhm.
having writer's block. Why I can't think of nothing? I'll just start, punching lines, sitting there thinking, freestyling, just look up some words. Like I do this thing where I just write down random words. Like I'll just
Yeah,
flip through
yeah,
a dictionary and just write down random words and then just freestyle those words
yeah,
and
yeah,
create
yeah.
songs that way. It's like, so I'm free form.
Mhm.
It's so many different ways to write, and I'm not one of those people that's gonna limit myself to say I only do one way to write.
Yeah, it's a lot of ways to write. Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah.
We got a lot of people that commented on that one. Skywalker, salute to you, bro. He say I write pen and pad.
What up,
Blue
Smoke?
Hefner, no doubt. Blue Hefner, man, he keep me laughing. Shout out to my guy off the blocks, man, in North. Man, salute to you, Blue. Scott Walker also said a lot of artists need to write. Hey,
Facts.
bro.
Facts.
That was a good one. That was a great one right there. Because being artists, even though I got a lot of years in, lot more. I ain't gonna say all that to show my age and stuff, but you see the great. You know what I mean? But and I'm sure Amir know too. You can tell a written from really writing, and you can tell be like, oh man, come on. You might fool somebody else, but I can actually tell.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Skywalker said they ain't freestyle, they just punching. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Freestyling is lyrical exercise. Yeah, Ghost, you already know how we used to be on the block, you know what I'm saying? Perfecting it. Let me see. Catherine, shout out to you, Cat. I was just mentioning you earlier. Salute to you, sis. Say, hey, family. Ghost said it's all a part of the art. No doubt. We got to keep that freestyling art, the off the mind art. We got to keep that going. It can't you can't let that die down. That's one of the things that make our genre great. You don't see country music with that kind of aspect. You don't see even
Yeah.
blues or any other artistry with that kind of aspect. So why would we let it die?
Right.
Yeah. Cat say I freestyle mostly when recording, but I write all day. No doubt, no doubt. Uh, Cha Cha says Sky they need to learn how to write before they write. Hey, I guess a lot of people seeing what we all see. Yeah. So we'll touch on that on the writing. Is there certain styles you like to write in? You know what I'm saying? You know, in poetry, you got, you know, 2 2 2 2 2 1s, 2 1 2s. You might have one, you know, 2 words at the end, and 2 different words at the end, and then one to connect the other one. You know what I mean? Is it certain styles you like to write in?
I do using the simplest way to say it is I would do A B ABC it's different types of ways that I'll
Mm-hmm.
write I'll use internal rhyme, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll write shit where the whole like literally the whole line or two will rhyme,
Yeah, yeah,
you know. Yeah, it just depends on what I'm doing.
yeah,
I actually like doing those when I write where the whole line, literally every single word rhymes. Um, it's kind of to me, it's kind of a flex because that's really hard to do.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, and that's the creativity that we don't kind of log. Everything kind of simple a lot of times with the rhymes. And that's one
Hmm.
got everybody rolling right there, I guess. Deshaun Hayes, salute to you, brother. He all over the place. That's my guy. We gotta get you on here too. You can check Deshaun Hayes interview out on ThawMagazine.com too. It's like 3 years ago we did it, but we got to refresh one. Uh, Cat said, yeah, people lyrics be poo as fuck. Poo AF, my bad. DA say most artists do microwave dinner rhymes. Cha said hungry man rhymes. So
Man.
hey, y'all going nuts. I hope nobody I hope nobody getting offended and crying that ain't commenting, you know, that probably done turned us off, you know what I mean? If it hit you, it must have hit.
Only a hit dog a holler for real.
You know. Hey, but salute to everybody. I got like quite a few people. We touching over 10, so we appreciate everybody rocking with us. Over 10 hearts and lights. Keep them coming, man. We appreciate you. You know, a lot of times
Appreciate
myself
y'all.
and
Shout out all the artists too. Like shout out all the artists. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
seen
yeah.
a few artists tap in. Shout out to
Hmm.
y'all. Keep doing y'all thing. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Yeah, no doubt. Skywalker and we got Cat. She
Hmm.
just dropped another song too. Um, yeah, it's quite a few people on here. DA, of course. Uh, Ghost, you know what I'm saying? Catch him throwing his shows. There's a lot of creatives on here. Blue Hefner with the comedy. You know what I mean? He keep people rolling on the Facebook. Coach Kev. You know, everybody out there that's creative and man, Rico. You know what I mean? Can't forget Rico. Everybody that's creative, man. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us too. Most of the people know I rock with a lot of people in there. They already know how I go too. So definitely, every creative, we appreciate you. Now, with the creative mind, sometimes on another level, on another note, do you feel? Because I kind of feel like creative sometimes have it harder than what people think. You know what I mean? With depression or just sometimes overthinking. Do you
Yeah,
have any issues with anything that you feel like it comes with a cost of having a creative mind?
it does. It puts me in a space. It's funny because especially when I'm arguing with somebody,
Mm.
I already have my answer. I'm two steps ahead of everybody. I know how to respond to what you're saying before you get out what you're saying, because being a battle rapper, you're thinking ahead, right? So a
Yeah,
lot of times I know my response before you even finish what you saying.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that'll have you in your head too. And people get frustrated, especially arguing with me, because they be like, "Oh God, he's you know what I'm saying, he's ahead of what I'm saying." It's like, yeah, because I'm
yeah.
thinking I'm thinking about my response as you're talking to me. So I find myself doing that a lot, and I try not to, especially in just like life situations. I try to pay attention to what people are saying, because, like I said,
Yeah.
as you're talking, I'm formulating my response.
Oh yeah, I
So
feel you on that. I feel you on that. They call you argumentative, but you just prepared.
yeah,
You
exactly, exactly,
just ready. Yeah. Don't come at me if you ain't ready.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I want to say salute to everybody too. I'm looking at the hearts and Divine Collins. Salute to you, one of the greatest graphic art designers in Saginaw. Period. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, Divine Collins. Salute to you, bro. William
Tell them
Connors.
add me. I need some graphic art. I need some graphic artwork done for this new project. So you know what I'm saying. He
Yeah,
nice with it. Tell him add me. Follow me.
yeah, yeah. No doubt. You already hear D. He kind of more with the hands on, but he can draw. He can draw you. Just draw your face. He was part of that. I don't know that mural, that the second largest mural in
Got you.
Saginaw. He helped do, you know what I'm saying, that he had his designs all through Saginaw. They've been trying to get rid of some of them, painting over them, but you can't we still know what was there. You know what I mean? So a lot of his graphics are around the city of Saginaw too. So shout out to him, Richard and them.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, check out Divine Collins, Divine Kid Collins. He definitely one of the coldest with his hands.
Okay.
Um,
Nice. Nice.
yeah.
I'm gonna check him out. Definitely gonna check him out.
No doubt, no doubt. My guy Jaquia Abner too. He the one do my Thor magazine logo covers. He cold with it too.
Okay.
He was, I think he's still doing something for 300 Entertainment right now. He also did Hobson's cover, Boosie cover, Trap Boy Freddy's cover. A lot of people in Saginaw don't even know that he was doing a lot of those covers that you seen.
Okay. Shit. Tell him add me too. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, yeah,
we got a lot of projects, a lot of albums, a lot of singles coming out. So we need graphic designers on deck.
yeah, yeah. No doubt. So y'all hear that?
I do
You know what I
graphic
mean?
design too, but I like outsourcing because that's not my passion. I like to deal with people that's passionate about stuff. I do graphics when I have to.
Yeah, yeah. I'm the same way. I do most of my graphics. I used to do my covers too, but I do the flyers. You know what I'm saying? I did the flyer, but when I need something, I know I can't, like the covers. I want them to look professional as possible. Hey, bro, I know I can't touch you. Can you do that? So he knocked out the last three of them for me. They all the next cover, which is already out, is my homegirl named Skylife. You know what I mean? She was Mo3's publicist. And she tutoring in comedy under Lunel. She also helped break a lot of artists like Lil Will, and she worked with Rap A Lot Records. So shout out to Dallas, Texas. We're
Okay,
gonna hit Dallas, Texas hard as the next one. So it's coming out in a little bit.
nice, nice. All right, congratulations on
Yeah,
that.
yeah, appreciate it, bro. Yeah, no doubt. Tell us a little more. We got a couple more minutes. Let me see how many is on there. We got a couple more minutes to get a little more information from you. What's something that you want anybody that's checking in right now to know, to make them say, "Hey, I gotta check him out"? What is something that you know saying that you feel to grab their attention?
I mean, I'm just passionate about music. You know what I'm saying? Like I hate the nonchalantness of you know the wave of artists. It's just like treated like it's whatever. Like I'm passionate about doing it. You know what I'm saying? I love doing it. I get up to do it every single day. God bless me to get up and do it every single day. Have a semi successful career with it. Own a studio with it. So I take it serious. So when I give, what I'm saying, projects and what I'm saying, pretty much my thoughts, my blood, my sweat, my tears, my money, everything that I have, what I'm saying, I want people to tap in. And it ain't just, what I'm saying, it ain't just about, you know what I'm saying, like sensationalized music. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling stories. I'm talking from certain perspectives. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving people certain insights. You know what I'm saying? Like if you listen to Paid the Cost, like the skits, which was done by Josh Adams from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? He's a
Mm-hmm.
comedian from Detroit. You listen to the skits, there's a real message behind the whole thing and how it ties in from beginning to end. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna spoil it too much for the people that
Mm-hmm.
haven't listened to it, but I would recommend go listen to that album and pay attention to the skits, because the skits is talking real heavy. Even though it's funny, it's gonna be funny as hell, but it's
Yeah.
talking real heavy about the correlation between, money and facades, and how
Mm-hmm.
people pay the cost to get in the position that they want. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole premise of it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to pay to play. And you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to more or less, I would say fake it till you make it. But you know what I'm saying? You got to, put yourself in position to be in the position. So you got to pay the cost. So that's kind of,
Mm-hmm.
the whole premise
Premise
of.
of it.
Yeah, and I like to create projects that way. I like to create projects. It's a story. East Side
Yeah.
is a whole story just about me being on the East Side. That's why the skits is, me with my friends. You know what I'm saying? Somebody calling me. I'm just rolling around. That was DA. But DA just called me. I'm just riding around. You know what I'm saying? My uncle leave me a message on my voicemail. That whole joint, which is about me being on the East Side. So,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I want people to take away.
Yeah, yeah. That creative aspect, something that I feel like been lost a lot. That's 90s, 2000s. You know what I mean? When you can open up buy the CD and open up the packet and read it. You know what I'm saying? And you can see the credits, and then when you put it on, the first intro probably grab your attention, and you can listen to some good music, and you listen to two or three songs, and then they go another skit, and you know what I'm saying? A lot of times now they just, I guess singles is the thing, and so with that, is it something that you wish could come back? Like, I hate to say trendy, but I guess it is trendy because some things always come back. You know what I mean? But is it something in music that you wish could come back from like previous?
I just wish one thing about it is I don't never want nobody to get confused. I love what a lot of the younger artists are doing. Like I really
Mm-hmm.
do love a lot of what they're doing. I just wish it got back to a point to where first of all people was really being themselves and not going, all right, this the nigga that's hot. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna start trying to make music that sound like him, or this the producer that's hot. So I'm gonna run to him to get the sound because that's the sound right now. I wish artists would get back into being more individuals than the Detroit sound is hot. Now we all gonna ride the Detroit way. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like that about, what I'm saying, the game right now, and artists being more creative with their albums and not just throwing projects together and songs together. Yeah, it could be hot, but like just being like having projects that are just more creative than just the norm. Like you know what I'm saying? I went
Mm-hmm.
through a phase where it's like, yo, every artist started to sound alike. So I had to start looking for other artists to listen to because I'm like, all right, I just turned bro on, but he sound like this person and now he sound like him. And you know what I'm saying? Like it just
Mm-hmm.
it don't make you want to listen to nobody particular because it's like, all right, well, these 15 artists all sound the same. You know what I'm saying? They all rapping on
Yeah.
the same beats. There ain't no individuality. So I just wish that would come back to where artists wanted to be individuals. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there was a point in time where Pac sounded like Pac, Big sounded like Big, Jadakiss sounded like Jadakiss,
Yeah.
Exhibit sounded
Yeah.
like Exhibit, Snoop sounded like Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Like Trick
True.
Daddy had the South, Ti. You hear what I'm saying? Like
Everybody.
if yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
you couldn't play a bunch of artists and they all be from different places, and even if they all sound the same, they all be from different places. So I just wish
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if we lost or did it stop. Can y'all still see me? Maybe it's my Wi-Fi, but it look like it stopped on.
yo,
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I
I'm
see
still
you.
there.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, somebody just
Okay.
yeah. Somebody just called me. But
Oh,
yeah,
I
you
already I
you
know
can
that
hear
feeling.
these artists. You hear these artists, and they all be from the same city, but they all sound different. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what I do wish music would go back to is artists just being individuals. Like I really miss that. It ain't about what you rapping about. It ain't really about the content. If the music good, it's good music. But just being an individual.
Yeah, and I agree with that because I'm so many different cities that I listen to. Right now, I'm in Arkansas, So I interviewed a couple of Arkansas people, but they would always tell me when I say, "Hey, man, that sounds like some Detroit." They'll tell me, "Yeah, I was paying homage to Detroit," but you hear the rest of their music and they sound like Arkansas. You know what I mean? And you can go to somebody in
Right.
California and they sounded like California, and you know what I'm saying? Now it's like you don't know where somebody from because they might sound like they from Compton and they in Utah. You
Right.
know what I mean? So yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
you on that. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you on that. And like you say though, I love a lot of music that's going on. I think it's so much music that you almost gonna have some of that. But it's a lot of good artists, a lot of good creative artists. I think it is trying to go back to the streets, which streets should always own hip hop. You know what I mean? Um, but like you said about the creativity, I almost got to the point where that's all I look for is creative rappers or creative things. If a lot of cats have just got music and all you did is tell me how you should be on First 48, then I really probably it's nothing for me to really interview about. You know what I mean? I might
Yeah.
you might call me blind and say I got you in jail or something because you said the wrong thing. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, salute to anybody that's doing a thing. If you're making money, you know what I mean. That's what they look for right now. But I love the art. I love the fact that when a lot of cats rap for just the love, didn't know if they was gonna make a dime, didn't care. You know what I mean. So, but they would push and
Right.
push and push. You know what I mean. Yeah. So, with that kind of push, you know what I mean. How do you feel about like what direction you're going in right now with Passport Republic in your career?
I love it. I love it because you know, I got a certain ceiling that I want to be at. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trending to do it to get there and do it my way. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like I tell people, I don't want to be Drake. I don't care if
Mhm.
I get that now. If that level of success come to me, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. But I want to be in my own bubble and have, my career and my team set up the way that I want it set up. And I love the independent grind. A lot of people say, oh, you should have been signed. You should have signed with such and such when you went. No, I love where I'm at. I love what I'm doing.
Mhm.
And if we got to grassroots this all the way up to 1 million, that's what we gonna do. But we gonna be able to say we did it our way.
No doubt, no doubt. And a lot of times it's better to get that $8 off a track than that $2 or that dollar.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we're gonna get back to the comments before we get off. We almost touching the hour, and that's this kind of hours of shows that I love to do. You know what I mean? This will keep me rocking as a podcast. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of times I be tempted retirement. You know what I mean? When you touching almost 50, so I ain't gonna say it's close. It's close. But but you know what I'm saying? I love to do shows, you know what I mean? I love the interaction and comments. We still got over 8, 9, 10 people watching, over 15 hearts and likes. So salute to you. Sometimes I'm looking at this bigger screen. I got a bigger screen right here. So you see my eyes looking all crazy. That's because I'm looking at the screen too. But I appreciate shows like this. I appreciate you coming on and kicking it with us. You know what I mean? I know you're a busy man. We ain't always connect timing wise, you know what I'm saying? So we got to connect today, and I appreciate you for your time and kicking it. You know what I mean? I love to hear creative artists and creative people, you know what I mean? Uh, that's doing their thing and seeing the different aspect or letting people know a different aspect of the music that they listening to, you know what I mean? So they can see we all got a lot of things in common, even if you don't make music,
Right.
no doubt. Uh, we
Right.
got
And I
Cat.
appreciate you having me on the platform, fam, for real.
No doubt. Appreciate you. Salute to you. Salute. No doubt. We got some more comments we're gonna get into first. Cat, well, what are you talking about, Cat? Cat say I want to battle him now. Dang. Who you want to battle, Cat? Who you trying to battle? You want to battle
Ah,
Amir?
man, hey, we can set it up. We can set it up, mama. We can set it up.
No doubt. Salute to Cat. Thought Magazine, one of Thought
Shout out,
Magazine's
shout
first
out, shout
ladies.
out. Send me some music. Send me some music. I know I know she said she do music. Send me some. Let me hear
Oh
something.
yeah, yeah. Cat was bad. She was still bad. Yeah, she got some hot
Okay.
ones. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
She
Yeah,
got
yeah.
yeah. You can catch Cat too on Thor magazine. She ain't right on this next issue. She got to turn it in and didn't. But she's still doing her thing. She got Women of Purpose podcast. She also got less rap funneled on Thought magazine, so she doing her thing music wise too. So
Okay.
salute to you, cat. Yeah. Go said Richard than them. Yeah, that's Devon Kid Collins. Like I say, check him out. Devon Kid Collins, one of the greatest out the city. I threw a show back in Saginaw about I want to say 15 years ago on Genesee, and he came to. I had rides for the kids and all of that. And Devon came and set up shop, and people would go to him, and he'd just paint them right there. Just look at them and paint them, and he was on point. Like it was like
Nice.
I'm throwing the show, and I'm looking around. I just had to stop and just watch him. Like shit, go. And I've known him since Central, since seventh, eighth grade. We
Nice.
don't know each
Okay.
other. Yeah, he that cold with his hand-eye coordination, and being able to just look at you and draw you onto the tee is just like something I had never seen until I seen him do it. I know
Okay. That's
Lacey.
fire.
I think Lacey was cold too. Lacey back in the day, but yeah, Divine, check him out, bro.
Okay.
No doubt. Let me see. Coach Kev says salute to all y'all artists on here, creators. Much respect to y'all all. No doubt. Salute to you, Coach Kev too.
Salute. Salute. Salute.
Salute. Cat say amen. Let me see. We got a couple more. Let me see. Cha Cha said, "Here are your flowers, and you are the GOAT, one of a kind, and not a follower of the chain." No doubt. Yeah, keep
Thank you.
doing your
Thank you.
thing. Yeah, keep being yourself, being original. Originality is one of the driving forces in our genre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you probably also remember at that time when you get called out for trying to copy somebody's style or you couldn't really
Yeah.
try to be like somebody else. You was gonna get called out for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's just something that used to always be. Somehow they done flipped it, so it's different
Yeah.
now.
To now it's like you got you know it's almost like you ain't hot if you don't sound like Future. It's like what?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's just weird, you know what I mean? Just like you said about the flipping of you look kind of off if you're writing. You know, I don't know. It's just yeah, it's just
Right.
them flips. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Da. Shout out to you, Da. Daryl Austin said, "Being an independent artist, you take more fire and pain because the door is not open for us." Yeah, true indeed.
Yeah.
That's that's a real touchy one for us in business, just in general. You know what I mean? Uh,
Yeah.
if you just take like the magazine, Thought magazine, I've been going for with this magazine for I want to say, dang, what was it, 8 years now? You know what I mean?
Okay.
So 8 years now, but I'm trying to compete with sources and double XLs and stuff. I'm trying to. That's main thing is I support Saginaw on everything. I support everybody as far as that. But I'm looking at double XL and source. So I'm going against people that's been going in business 40, 50 years. And a lot of
Yeah.
times when yeah, you know what I mean? So a lot of times, even with restaurants or something, if you doing a restaurant, you start open and you competing against McDonald's that's been forever. You know what I mean? So that's one of the hard things for us is a lot of times we competing against people that got established since 1800.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's the same thing with music. Like we're competing against companies that got way bigger bags than us. We ain't broke over here at Passport Public, but they just got
Mm-hmm.
way bigger bags. So
Mm-hmm.
it's harder to get in certain rooms. But once we get in those rooms, it's gonna be worth it. You know what I'm saying? Just by like putting our own grit in, putting our own grind in, putting our own money up. Like I said, we don't ask for nothing. We don't ask nobody for nothing. So
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be worth it at the end of the day. And same thing with what you doing with Thought, man. Just keep grinding, man, pushing your brand, doing what you've been doing. Your platform is solid, man. I enjoy coming on the platform tonight. So just keep
No
doing your
doubt.
thing, man. And once you get there, I'm telling you, you're gonna appreciate it.
No doubt. No
All
doubt.
the hard
Salute
work
to
gonna be
you.
worth it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. You know what I mean? And it's been worth it. You know what I mean? It's been worth it. I love to see artists like yourself. You know what I mean? That's my main thing is being like I just shared it was one of my guys. I don't know if he wanted me to say it. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing big, but he was on the cover of one of my first issues, and another magazine with like 30, a bigger magazine than me, sent me an email about him wanting him to be on the cover. So,
Mm,
stuff like that I appreciate. You know what I mean? I love to see artists that study climbing, and he got a clothing company but it's other avenues that's trying to reach out to them because they saw them rocking with us. So we appreciate that, and we know magazines follow
Right.
other magazines. So
Right.
it's all love. I love to see artists like growing. You know what I mean? I don't had a lot of
Mm-hmm.
artists. I don't had a lot of artists that after the show something great happened, folks. So, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
tell them I don't want to dime, bro. Everybody know I don't do no. You don't pay. I don't advertisements, all that. I really don't. They be getting on me about it. That's probably one reason why I ain't bigger. Most of it, you know what I mean? Because most of it I fund out of my own pockets.
Right.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Like you say, it's all worth it just to see some of the things that happen in the game that we do.
Yeah,
Let me
and
see.
guess what? Me and my team, we all about reaching back. So if I ever get to a point where it's just, you know what I'm saying, the cloud is there, if just coming on the platform will pipe your shit up, I do it, DA will do it, Shy will do it, you know what I'm saying? We'll definitely
Mm-hmm.
show up and show some love, man. Cause you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, like we all about who was there when we was coming up, you know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
if I ever make to a certain point that I can help out, you got it.
Yeah. Appreciate you, bro. You know what I mean? That's love. You
And
know what I
any
mean? Same
platform,
thing.
coach platform too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Any platform that we on during this journey, man, we're definitely gonna show love when it's up.
Yeah. That's all I ever ask. You know what I mean? Just keep it 100. I don't want to dime from nobody. Man, just if I need to come to a show, just be like, yeah, come on in, film the show. Good. Don't be like, no, you gotta pay that $100. Well, I can't film it if I gotta pay it too
Right.
now. You know what I mean? But I mean, this one of the great things about the journey is to be able to look back and see where you was and to see where you at now and to see where you're going. So, you know, it's just lovely. You know what I mean? It's one of the great things of the game that you don't get to experience in everything you do. You know what I mean?
Right.
So do you look back and you can see you can look at your improvements and you can be like, man, I was right there and I'm way up here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because the
Yeah.
the Passport Republic started with me just creating the LLC. We didn't have no studio. We ain't had no videos, ain't had no albums. I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
recording,
Yeah.
like I'm doing now. I actually was still paying to go to studios and stuff like that, still making my own beats, but I was paying to go to studios and to watch it go from that to now we got our own facility, you know what I'm saying? We got our own recording studio, in a building, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So that's an accomplishment to me. You know what I'm saying? A
Oh yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
people, look at accomplishments different. I think that's an accomplishment to watch what me and my team have built, and it's still going. You know what I'm saying? It's still
Oh
going.
yeah.
It's still growing. And we able to say, hey, yo, we open our own record label with a physical office. You know what I'm saying? So and
Mm-hmm.
put our own money up, build booths, got all the recording equipment, everything that we need to make it sound how it's supposed to sound. New computers, laptops, everything. We did all that out of our pocket. So
Yeah.
we ain't asked for a handout. We ain't had no rich uncle come through and look out. We did
Mm.
all the work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to be able to say that is an accomplishment, and then still be
Oh yeah.
going and doing what we doing.
Yeah. That's a great compliment. That show you laying brick by brick and you building and building. You know what I mean? You
Yep.
can look back and see all the bricks that you was forming.
Yep. Eastside got a plaque. I'm working on getting a plaque for paid the cost and whatever else we got coming from. But I got a certified streaming plaque from Jewel Box Platinum, which anybody that knows about Jewel Box, they certify all your plaques. So it ain't no foo foo. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
no
saying?
doubt.
So
No doubt. No doubt. They keep rolling, bro. Keep rolling. Keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? I always tell any artist, man, nothing can stop you but you. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Yeah. So let me see. I got some more comments, and then we're gonna get on off here. We know you're busy, man. We don't want to hold you too long. Cha Cha say it's him. Let me see. Cat say, I hate when everyone sounds the same. Ears be mad as hell.
Hmm.
Coach Kev said lyrics, hooks, then beats to me. Oh, yeah, yeah, it's all different ways. Yeah, yeah. Catherine said fresh. I think that's when who she wanted to battle. So I think, yeah, she said you. Can't say for sure. Let me see. Cha Cha said, Catherine, you can't be in your feelings and be ready to bring it. He's a beast on the rap battlefield. Uh oh. The cat come from when we used to battle. She come off the block, so she ain't gonna be in no. I don't think she'll be in a fitness. She been battling dudes for 20, 30 years. But she
Okay,
a
all
R,
right,
yeah, but she a R&B singer, but she will bring lyrics.
okay. I'm here
She
for it.
said, no doubt. Say, I'm sorry, brother. LOL, thank you. Let me see. Salute, coach. Salute. Cat say salute. Coach Kev said respect. Salute to you, coach. Much respect. You should Coach Kev say, DA, what up, my brother? No doubt, no doubt. Hey, we appreciate everybody on there that dropped comments, likes. I think over 18 hearts and likes right now. So to drop in there live, and we appreciate you. Anybody else gonna watch it later, we appreciate you. Let me go to this screen. Anybody else kick it in and watch it after it's live, man, salute to you too. Watch it as many times as you can, share it, push it to other people, let them know what it is. If you see somebody you think need to watch the video, tell them about it. Don't hide it. Salute to Amere Fresh. Before we leave, Amere Fresh, you got anything you want to tell them before we get off of here?
Man, I appreciate everybody that tuned in, everybody that showed love, everybody that commented, supported. Like I said, check me out. It's Amere Fresh. It's spelled exactly how it is on every single platform, no matter where you go. So, just check me out. Appreciate you having me on Thought today. And everybody have a good night, man. Appreciate all of y'all.
No doubt, no doubt. Salute to y'all. Check it out. You can, if you can't see it, or if you want to watch it on Twitter, I'm gonna post it on Twitter. It's on YouTube, streaming right now. It's on thoughtmagazine.com, streaming right now. Go check out thoughtmagazine.com if you haven't. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't dropped the article on there in a while, and I still was seeing like 8, 9, 10 reads a day. So I was like, I got to get back to writing articles. So if you're still reading on there, there's multiple cities, even Nigeria and Russia. We appreciate anybody on there. Check us out live. If you watch the article, we got articles, we got lives, whatever you want. I got to put more things on the Apple playlist, Spotify. But we're trying to keep content coming to you. Sometimes, being an old cat, the knees and the elbows don't work like they want to, don't want to move like they want to. So sometimes I gotta watch the TV and lay down. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna be 100. But we appreciate anybody that's rocking with Thought Magazine. Anybody rocking with Passport Republic, I'm sure Amere Fresh is loving it. We appreciate it. Go check him out. Send him a message. Inbox him if you want. I'm quite sure, you know what I'm saying, anything supportive he willing to listen to, you know what I mean? So tell him he rocking out. Go and send some congratulations or keep pushing, you know what I mean? Just, it don't hurt. So salute to you, my brother. We're gonna get off of here. We ain't gonna hold you up, but keep doing your thing. We're gonna keep an eye on you. We're gonna keep seeing, we always rocking with DA, Passport Republic, Mirror Fresh. We're gonna keep rocking with you and seeing what you got going on and maybe recapping in probably a year or so, or maybe even quicker than that, to see how much more
But
you advanced in that time.
okay, yeah, hey, we might tap in sooner than that. Shit,
Mhm.
around the time the project come out, what I'm saying, I might tap in with you, see if we could just talk, just chop it up about the project, man. See,
Oh, no
get your
doubt,
get
no
your
doubt.
views on it.
Yeah, no doubt. I might like I say, I still write articles. I gotta get more into certain different articles. And I ain't gonna lie, I had seen using. I probably should have brought it up earlier about the Source magazine when they had an article about the
Yeah,
paid the cars come in. So I might get in more. I used to do that a lot about upcoming albums, but it get kind of crazy. I got like 7, 8 podcasts.
yeah.
The 48-page magazine and all this. So sometimes I get you know, I have stopped. I just was forgetting stuff. So we might have to link on that when you drop your next project. You know what I mean? Hit me up, and we might just link up and drop an article on that, if not the live. You know what I mean? Something in there.
Okay,
Yeah,
bet. Appreciate that, big homie.
no doubt, no doubt. Much love to you, brother. Keep doing your thing, and to everybody out there, keep doing your thing. Get at us. It ain't hard. Hit me in the inboxes. If you feel like you ain't had your time to shine, if you feel like, man, you ain't looking at me, yeah, hey, my inbox open 24 hours. I don't mean I'm gonna answer 24 hours, but it's open 24 hours. You know what I mean? Just hit me up on the Thought Magazine page or my personal page and say, hey, bro, look at us. You know what I mean? Ghost, much love to you too, bro. So we're gonna get on up off of here. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. We'll catch y'all on the next one.
All right,
Salute.
y'all.
All right.